and I'm very selective about what I eat, and so that's why I'm very happy about this healthy lifestyle. For me, it's always about good food, so I'm very happy to be invited here. So we will do justice to this authentic healthy recipe, and I want to invite you to also stay tuned and just get ready for that drive, that healthy drive. Hello everyone, you are welcome to Unmasked Lifestyle, and I'm Chinwe here. Today I am super excited because I want to take all of you, my impressive viewers worldwide, to experience and taste healthy continental ingredients and indulge in how people from around the world prepare these ingredients in a very authentic and traditional way for their overall health. And we're going to be starting with a special guest today who happens to be a very dear friend of mine, Lara. Lara is a linguist, and she has traveled and lived in various continents. Let us welcome Lara and learn how molokia leaves, black-eyed beans, and cassava flour are prepared into a very delicious and healthy meal. So let's talk about my great friend who is our special guest today. Lara is coming with all her international flavors. She's lived around the world. So Lara, if you don't mind, you can talk to the guest a little bit about yourself. So I'm so proud of you, of your achievements since you started this channel, and I was also there from ground zero, and I am amazed at what you've achieved. And kudos to you for your 1,000 subscriptions that you achieved a while back too. Yes. Very proud to be connected with you, and to your viewers, I'm very happy to be here today. And I know she's been leading all of us on that healthy pathway, and I want to congratulate you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm from Ibadan, and I also happen to enjoy international flavors. Like she said, I've lived in almost 5-6 countries of the world, in 3 continents.
Thank you so much for coming.
And thank you for inviting me.
You know, so we are going to really actually just have fun doing this together. It's like a way for us to just have fun together as friends as well. Apart from, you know, making you enjoy healthy benefits of this great recipe. Lara is a 3rd generation of people that cook in a very special way. So she understands the techniques of cooking. So this authentic traditional recipe that we're bringing to you today, like I said, is really healthy and packed with nutrients that contain vitamins and minerals that you would never know. We're going to be cooking from molokia leaves. Different people call this so many names for these leaves. Some people call it jute leaves or jute plants. They call it creme, they call it arira, they call it name it. So many names, because this is actually an international plant or leaf that some people say is Egyptian leaves. Africans grow this, and the Western Nigeria actually use it, especially in a special way, which I thought would really be beneficial for the viewers to see the ingredients that sometimes we eat this food and we don't really pay attention to what it contains. That's the molokia leaf that we're going to be using. We don't have fresh ones, so we're going to be working from the frozen one. You can get this, I think you can get it anywhere in the world, they sell them. Then we're going to be making some soup from this black-eyed bean as well. We're going to be then cooking stew the authentic way as well. So 3 different items or recipes that we're going to be making. You're not going to see all of them at once. So we're going to run a series on this for you to see all of this. We're going to break it down into 3 parts, and we're going to showcase them to you one after the other. So part 1, 2, and 3. So that's what we're going to be doing for you. And you hang in there, and I hope you would really enjoy this because it's tasty, it's yummy, it's delicious, and above all, which is what we want, it is healthy. We want to live healthy. So I think you're from Ibadan. You know, in Nigeria, we always make fun of the Ibadan people. Yes. And we say, "Omo Ibadan, kini so," because of the way they pronounce it.
And the answer is so.
Oh, wow.
Which stands for show. We don't say the sh sound, the sh sound. Both the sh sound and the s sound is a c sound. So for show, so swore. So swore.
Let's just say a little more of this Yoruba speaking Ibadan girl.
The Ibadan way.
Kile jelano.
Aaron sicking.
Oh wow. Can you see how she said her sick chicken? Sicking.
Chicken.
And
no.
Kile pijoko.
Kusinsia. Kusinsia ni.
Wow, it's beautiful, you know. I love this people. It's wonderful to actually get connected to your heritage. It's such a beautiful thing. Thank you all. Stay tuned and we can dive into this cooking.
So our first one that we're gonna make is the gbegiri. That's the first time you're hearing that word, gbegiri.
Gbegiri is gonna come from the black-eyed beans. We're gonna show you how to wash the beans because we need to clean out the skin. So she's gonna be walking us through how to clean out the beans, wash it, and then we get it cooking. We're not telling you measurements because we're going authentic. So we're not telling you 1 cup of this, 2 cups of that, 2 grams, because when Nigerians cook, they just cook.
Yes, measurements, they don't exist.
Because if somebody walked through the door, for sure the person is invited. So they just cook. Yes. The Nigerians, I always tell them, because I also live in Saudi Arabia, the Nigerians are they actually have almost similar culture to the Saudis, because the Saudis, when you are their guest, oh my goodness, they spoil you rotten. So we are going to be cooking, and if you're passing by and you stop, you're welcome in.
You're welcome to the table. So we don't count heads. We don't do head counts.
So we're just going to put enough for this cooking recipe.
We're going to put about halfway through. Perfect. And we're going to fill it up to 3/4 with warm water. We suggest warm water so that the skin will peel off very easily, and we're gonna give it a quick shake on our blender. So we're gonna put your dial on low and mix or whip will do the job, so that you're not blending your beans, you're not crushing your beans, you're just trying to mix it in a way that the peel will come off. So they're separate now. The skin, most of the skin is separate from the beans, from the white part of the beans. By the way, if you've got some skin on, it's totally healthy. This channel is about healthy foods. It's just if you want to get a finer puree, then you want to get most of the skin off. But if you can't get most of the skin off, totally okay. Because as an alternative, some of our friends actually do the beans with the skin on. They only get a different texture of the gbegiri, but it's all healthy. Washed and peeled black-eyed beans, ready to go, ready to be cooked. And we advise you pressure cook it. You can also use a regular pot. It just takes a little longer for about 30 minutes max, or until it is very soft and ready to be pureed in the blender.
So we're gonna put it in a pot.
You're gonna put at least 3 times of the size of your beans.
So our beans is cooked and ready to go. So now we're gonna blend these beans because we need it to be smooth as we can get it. So that's the beans, is fully cooked. We're gonna give it a quick blend. So now it's all fully blended, and we're gonna pour it into the pot. Wow, look at that consistency. Look at that, Lara.
Nice and smooth. Awesome.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Very healthy smoothie. One of the healthiest smoothies you can find around. And we're gonna make sure.
I don't know about that, but I know it's healthy.
Beans is good for you. No matter what people say, beans is always good for you. So my portion here is to tell you about the locust beans that the Yorubas call iru. To me, it's very pretty to look at. I actually used to ask my mom for a taste when she puts it in the okra when I was a little girl in the kitchen. And I'll tell you another time what she used to do to me, because I was so fascinated with the aroma of the iru when it gets into the food. Awesome. Locust beans are very, very high in fiber, and it is from the native locust tree. It's the seeds. That's where you get it from. Some people also call it dawa dawa. It is said to be able to reduce blood sugar and also very high in fiber. So we are going to be adding that, and we can add it right away. And I'm going to ask Chinwe to add that for me. Cayenne pepper.
Just add to taste. I'm just going to add.
Cayenne pepper is a very popular ingredient in this recipe. The last thing that we're gonna add, and you can add this before you put your pot on the stove or while it is already on the stove, palm oil. Just a little bit of palm oil. And we know the palm oil is very rich in vitamin A and an antioxidant. But most importantly, we're using it in a very small quantity just for the color and for all of the other good things. So for the nutrients and for the aesthetic value in our gbegiri, which is looking yummy already right now. Oh, it's looking awesome, beautiful now. I can't wait to eat this. Oh
my gosh, this is beautiful. Cooking all of this just reminds us of, you know, back home growing up and all of that. Yeah. When parents do all the cooking and the kids are playing and different kind of things. Tell us stories and all of that, you know.
And you know, sometimes you don't even know that you are absorbing all of these cooking techniques and strategies that Chinwe talks about. You never know until one day you're on your own and you're kind of missing some kind of food from back home. And you have the nostalgia. And then you dare to start working on it, and then you see that some of it is coming back. Here's what we see. Okay, I tell you, by the time this spends 5 minutes on the stove, it's gonna thicken up some more. So I give you permission, once again, to add some water. I promise you this is gonna look more red once it goes on the stove, because we didn't bleach our palm oil as in some other recipes. They will heat up the oil to a point it's almost ready to be, and it's gonna go really, really hot.
Don't bleach your oil.
Yes. Yes, we don't need to do that. Yes.
Growing up, my mom would never let us bleach oil.
Yes.
It's either you want to use palm oil or you want to use
any other oil that doesn't have the color.
That was her principle.
So this is gonna go more red and it's gonna look more delicious.
So now we're gonna get it to the stove.
If you remember that we have pre-cooked this after peeling it, so it doesn't need much. I'm gonna say 10-15 minutes, we're ready to eat.
So that's the gbegiri here, fully packed with a lot of fiber, protein, antioxidants, you know, help you with your heart health. This beans, anti-inflammatory properties. It is very good for people with diabetes because it actually helps to reduce the absorption of glucose. It prevents fatty liver. So what you're seeing is Lara had talked about the locust beans. So that's the locust beans, that's what it's showing here. You know, so this is all fully packed